So how do we do that? Knowing the clinical problem, which is the chaos, knowing the fact that we need to build two databases, right? An external database and an internal database. Knowing the fact that passive learning techniques don't really help us to get the grades that we are designed. What should we? So we need to have a system. Most of us don't have a system when it comes to our studies. We don't have a way to know what to study, when to study it, how to study it, and how to revise, how to retain that information for longer. And so we find out that we just study at any time. We study when we feel like it. We study when we have motivation. We, study and then like just pray that I remember. And then, close to exams time, we cram, we chew, we pass, and we forget. But that's not, right studying techniques that you should incorporate. Again, we should be able to have this mindset that we are not just medical students. Yes, we are medical students, but we should actually see ourselves as doctors in training. And so you want to be able to build a system that helps you to be able to make sure that everything that you are studying in medical school is going to be useful for you. It's going to, you are going to apply it. And when you become a doctor, you'll be able to apply all these things. Because sometimes people become doctors, they've forgotten everything. They now have to go back and learn everything that they studied in medical school. Why? Because they just passed and forgot. So that's why we need to build a system. And that system is what I call the second brain. So how can we build a system, right? How can we be able to solve this issue? And that's the tech stack. So when you look here, I have four tools that I've discovered which incorporate all the actually good learning techniques, right? So we have NotebookLM, ChatGPT, Craft, and then Anki. One thing to note is that when it comes to studying, there are three stages that I've realized about studying or about learning. You first of all have to understand the information that you are learning. It's very important. Then you have to organize it, and then you have to memorize. You can't jump one after the other, or you can't like jump straight from understanding to memorization, or like you can't just skip any step. So you have to note that whenever you take any topic to study, let's say you are learning intestinal obstruction, you are learning cholecystitis, you are learning about water, plasma proteins, anything that you are studying, you have to first of all understand that information or concept or topic. Then you organize it in a well-structured manner, and then you start to memorize, not as in cramming, but trying to make sure that you are putting that information into your head, testing yourself, and retrieving that information. This is what you should be doing throughout your years, all right, of medical school. When it comes to any topic, there are three stages: understanding, organizing, and memorization. So these tools that I have here allow us to be able to move from one stage to another, understanding to organizing to memorizing. So when you look here, you see the arrows, right? They are pointing in the direction moving from left to right. And so each tool has one job. Notebook LM, as is written down here, is for ingestion and understanding. ChatGPT is a tool that we use to structure our notes and have them in a well organized manner. Craft is the second brain app whereby we store everything inside for easy retrieval, for easy accessibility, easy editing, syncing across multiple devices, and all of that. And then Anki is where we retain the information. So you need to move from one step to the other. You can't skip any of the steps. So now we delving deep down into all of these apps and showing their usefulness. So Notebook LM is the first step, all right. And one thing is that these tools, some are AI tools, some are other apps. The reason why I've chosen these apps or these tools is that they allow you to be able to build a simple, sustainable, efficient system without a lot of stress, and they allow you to be able to do achieve more within I'll not say less amount of time, but they allow you to make sure that the time that you are putting into your studies is actually being effective, and you're actually spending less time on passive techniques and more time actually learning the information. That's why I've chosen this set of tools. There are a lot of tools out there, but the right tool is the one that fits your workflow. The right tool is the one that you are able to use with less friction and maintain consistency with it. Okay, so we'll be starting out with Notebook LM. So